Time for the next villain backstory. This time, let's take a look at what makes Tirek, Tirek. In a distant land, Scorpan tries to get his brother back to the castle, but he has better things to do. Outside, in the Neverlands. Right here, at the skull-shaped cave. They step inside to spy at an old centaur, using some kind of magic. It doesn't take long until he spots them and cuts them out, but he knows Tirek. He is his master. But he also notices Scorpan. He only stays calm after Tirek confirms that he wouldn't betray him, and promises to stay outside. Scorpan doesn't understand. That is Sendek the Elder. Why would Tirek be at his place? Tirek doesn't talk and just makes him stand guard outside, while he asks Sendek about the rumors of his journey to Equestria. It angers Sendek that they gossip about him, but he confirms it. He even brought something back. He hesitates in showing him, but he knows he can't hold him back anyways. He shows him a peculiar creature. It almost looks dead, but he needs it alive to learn how to extract its magic. It would make him indomitable. Tirek gets concerned. He wants power too, but Sendek stops him. His time will come. With some patience. With the castle belts, they make their way back. Scorpan worries about the coming punishment, but Tirek doesn't care. He has never behaved anyways. As his father makes known loudly. His mother talks about his magic gift, not neglecting his thirst for power, which his dad worries about. Even when they show themselves after Scorpan interrupted, their dad remains angered. Later that night, they talk about the events and why Scorpan interrupted their parents. He couldn't stand just listening to his father talking so bad about Tirek. He himself doesn't care though. He doesn't seem to respect his family in the slightest, threatening to show them just how much he thirsts for power. At midnight, he makes his move, distracting the guards with some fireworks to sneak past them, and head out to the Neverlands again. On his way, he reminds himself of a sentiment. Two things can cause chaos very easily: love and power. And we know what he wants more of the two. He uses a sleep spell on Sendek so that he doesn't disturb him, while he takes a closer look at the unicorn. He wants his magic, removes the covers and tries to absorb it. But regardless of how much he tries, he can't. This makes him lose his focus and Sendek wakes up, trying to stop him. But Tirek doesn't listen, trying again to drain the now awoken unicorn. But once again it fails, and leaves behind destruction. Tirek is struggling with what he has done, while Sendek is trapped under rubble. He has to contain the unicorn to keep their secret, but panic overcomes Tirek, and he runs away, leaving Sendek behind. The next day, Scorpan wakes up Tirek, telling him about the explosion in the wastelands. He was sure Tirek was involved, but he insists that he didn't leave the castle. This is when the guard appears, summoning them to the king. Scorpan is worried about what their father might want, while bugging Tirek about the explosion. Tirek seems nervous, but acts innocent. They walk into the throne room where their father has summoned a council. He gets right to it, telling us about the unicorn Sendek brought, worried that it might start a war. He has to contact Celestia and plans to escort the unicorn back to Equestria to avoid conflict. He dismisses the council to speak to his sons, immediately asking them where they were last night. He has heard that Tirek was part of the incident. He denies it. His father doesn't buy it and grounds him until he is back from Equestria. Scorpan asks Tirek why he lied, but he gets dismissed immediately, while Tirek walks out onto the balcony, scheming that one day he will take this land for himself and then take Equestria as his chosen path. This comic finally gives us some clarity on Tirek's upbringing, and while it leaves a lot of things open, it lets us know why Discord hit him with the "he'll never be enough to please dear old dad" in Season 9. King Maverick seems to have it out for his delinquent son, so Tirek having resulting daddy issues makes a lot of sense. Truly a hit below the belt. We can actually see Discord among Maverick's council, making the old connection clear. Maverick doesn't trust his family at all. Neither does Tirek though. He even sends someone to spy on his children. We can see them in the background, and at the council meeting. Another interesting thing is Tirek's master Sendek the Elder. He doesn't do much in this, but he seems to be the one who figured out the draining magic. At least he tried to. He says something about if they could harness the unicorn's power, their magic force would be indomitable, implying that he can't do it yet. That's also visible with Tirek, when he fails to absorb the pony's magic and causes the explosion. So he either is actually too young to control it, or needs to figure out the right way still. Regardless, this really just sets the stage for Tirek. It shows us the reason why he started his quest. He was neglected by his father, which fueled his thirst for power even more. Sendek started quenching that thirst by honing Tirek's natural magical potential. Before reading this, I didn't expect Tirek's abilities to just be a kind of magic. I thought it was something species exclusive, but apparently not. He is a magical creature, just like a pony, and just developed a spell to drain magic, reminiscent of Grogar's spell. That's another thing. Grogar was already a legend in Tirek's youth, making it a valid research project to figure out the magic of his spell, to learn his own way of draining magic. Last thing I gotta mention is Scorpan and their mother. Tirek is so sure Scorpan would never betray him, even back in his teens, which explains how that could have been the downfall of such a cunning personality. Scorpan really is an image of his mother. Their species is interesting. It's always either a centaur or a gargoyle, and they are seemingly the same species since they can create fertile offspring. And it's not a gender thing either, since Scorpan and Tirek are both male. It's definitely a question you guys can debate in the comments, as well as what do you think? Does this make Tirek a better character to you? Do you relate to his issues? Let me know, join my Discord if you want to discuss some more. Thanks to my supporters, especially to Maverick, and until next time for the Bonies, Bonifellas, and bye.